In 2002, Arsenal's management decided to make a slight change to the club's crest. The cannon, Arsenal's iconic symbol, had long been pointing to the left. However, the new design changed the cannon's direction to the right, a change that may seem simple and insignificant. But for the fans of North London, it marked the beginning of even deeper hatred in one of the city's fiercest derbies. The cannon on Arsenal's stadium walls was now pointing directly toward White Hart Lane, the home ground of rivals Tottenham Hotspur, in a very clear message. The cannon exists in this city to strike you. To understand the depth of hatred between the two sides, we must go back to 1913, when Sir Henry Norris, owner of Arsenal, made a bold decision to move the club from South London to the Highbury area in the north. At the time, Tottenham was the only North London club and enjoyed great popularity among the locals. Arsenal's move was seen by Spurs as an invasion that threatened their fan base and territorial dominance. Spurs fans viewed it as a direct attack, while Arsenal saw a golden opportunity to grow their support in the most densely populated area of the capital. It wasn't just a geographical shift. Conflict quickly arose as Arsenal began competing for attention and success. Then came 1919, the straw that broke the camel's back in the club's relationship. After World War I, the English Football League decided to expand the first division from 20 to 22 teams. Tottenham had finished bottom and were set for relegation, while Arsenal, who had finished fifth in the second division, had no realistic claim to promotion. Logic suggested that Tottenham should stay up, or at the very least Barnsley, who finished third, should be promoted. But Sir Henry Norris had other plans. Using his political influence and connections within the Football Association, he persuaded the officials to hand Arsenal a place in the top flight at the expense of Tottenham. Spurs fans saw this as the great betrayal and labeled the event the 1919 conspiracy, with Sir Henry Norris becoming a traitorous figure in their eyes. Even today, Tottenham fans still chant, "Same old Arsenal, always cheating." And to this day, the name Norris still strikes a nerve with the Spurs faithful. Then came the 98-99 season, and Tottenham finally got their shot at revenge. The Premier League title race was neck and neck between Manchester United and Arsenal. In the final round of the season, Arsenal needed United to drop points to clinch the title, but United's final game was against Tottenham. Spurs took the lead early, but things soon took a suspicious turn. The performance of Spurs players noticeably dropped, with fans urging them to lose and deny Arsenal the title. Tottenham lost 2-1, handing the championship to United. Arsenal supporters saw it as a deliberate betrayal of sporting integrity, while Spurs fans considered it long overdue payback. The tensions never really eased, but in 2001, things escalated further. Of all the players to wear the Spurs shirt, Sol Campbell was seen as a symbol, a true leader. But in the summer of 2001, at the peak of his career, Campbell shocked the football world by joining Arsenal, Spurs' fiercest rivals. To Tottenham fans, this wasn't just a transfer, it was an unforgivable act of treason. To make things worse, Campbell went on to lead Arsenal to their legendary Invincibles and celebrated the title at White Hart Lane of all places. Since then, Spurs fans have nicknamed him Judas, likening his betrayal to that of the disciple who sold out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. As the rivalry evolved, it delivered many memorable and often outrageous moments. In the 2005-2006 season, the drama hit a new level. Heading into the final round, Tottenham were 1 point ahead of Arsenal in the race for the final Champions League spot. All Spurs had to do was win their final game, and Arsenal's result wouldn't matter. The night before the crucial game, Spurs players stayed in a London hotel where they were served a lasagna dinner. The next morning, several players woke up suffering from severe food poisoning. Despite attempts to postpone the match, the request was denied. Tottenham had to play in awful physical condition and ended up losing to West Ham, while Arsenal won their game against Wigan and secured Champions League qualification. Spurs fans cried foul, with conspiracy theories emerging, some even blaming the hotel's chef, who was rumored to be an Arsenal fan. Arsenal supporters, on the other hand, mocked the incident relentlessly. The North London derby is not just a match, it's a reflection of a deep historical conflict where conspiracies meet drama and every game feels like a battle. Year after year, the hatred only grows stronger and every encounter reignites the fire between the fans. No matter the result or the standings, this derby remains one of football's most eternal rivalries, proving that sometimes the game is much more than just a game. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.